sometimes you have to write what you feel. And this song talks about the withdrawal strategy from Afghanistan. Now, it's not about the decision to withdraw, because I think there's arguments good on both sides. I think fair arguments that people of goodwill can disagree on. But the song, I think like all of us, we were pretty horrified when we saw the initial images coming out with the mothers handing babies over walls and people falling off planes, and kind of reminded me of 9/11 a little bit, just the horror of it, the human horror of it. But I still wasn't planning on writing a song, but it really started forming when we had left, actually. Well, it really started forming the day our soldiers were killed and the 100 Afghans. I was very upset. I didn't think that, I thought that was preventable. I went to my little studio, and like a baby, I pounded on the piano because I was mad. And you know, that's what you do when you're a songwriter. You just go pound on the piano and try to get out your emotions. Had some chords, but wasn't planning on doing anything. But then when we left, I got a call. I was driving to Mammoth with my family for a weekend, and it was from a friend of mine. And this woman is an incredible person. She does a lot of great work around the world in kind of rescuing people in harm and doing incredible work. And she said, "Hey, I need a contact from you." I'm like, "Sure, what's going on?" She said, "Well, I'm organizing evacs of AMSITs. They all talk in acronyms. It's like really weird." I'm like, "What's an AMSIT?" She said, "Oh, it's an American citizen." I'm like, "What? So you're telling me that you and your folks are going to go to Afghanistan and risk your lives to rescue Americans that we left behind?" And there was silence on the phone, and she's like, "Yeah." And the song started for me. And I still wasn't intent on releasing it until the president gave his extraordinary success speech. And I was insulted, but I still had hope, because for those of you that know me, I've spent my whole life like supporting the military, and I love our soldiers, and I've always had a great thing. So my hope was that General Austin, the Secretary of Defense, and General Milley would come out and give us a little clarity on that. Because I've always, you know, presidents are presidents, politicians from both sides, you know, I always feel that if something really bad happens, hopefully our generals are the adults in the room. But when they came out and basically parroted the, wow, what a great airlift, extraordinary success, I was really scared, because I think we all know that wasn't the case. And I've talked to troops for the last week or so, and trust me, they are angry and ashamed. So I wrote the song and put it out. Now, it's a moral message. It's not a political one, but in this age, everything's a political message. It's really, to me, about two things. It's about the no man left behind promise that we broke, not just for our citizens, but for the people we promised to protect. And it's also about the fact that there's been no accountability for that. So I'll tell you this, and you know, from my heart, if there was a Republican president, if Donald Trump was president, I would write the same song if we were in this place. Only the names would change. But of course, in this age, yeah. Well, you can clap for that, because I think that's, it's a big problem for this country that everything is looked through a political lens, so we can't address big issues like this. I hate the fact that I have to ask them to leave. You know why I ask them to leave? Because if you're recording this and one of them's sitting there, they might get canceled. That's not a world I want to live in. That's not a world I want. And this song, to me, is a moral message. Now, of course, some people are going to like it because it's criticizing the current administration. And those that know me know I'm very good at criticizing the last administration. But I thought it needed to be said. And so I wrote it. And it's called Blood on My Hands. And I'd like to play it for you right now.
And I don't
understand what's happening. There's blood on these hands. They're still American. Left her the Taliban. Now how's that happening? Winking, blinking, can't you look me in the eyes? Willy, Millie, tell me, when did you decide this will defend your sacred motto? Now means never mind. There's blood on my hand. I got blood on my hand. Flag of the Taliban. Over Afghanistan. General Austin, is there no honor in shame? Can you spell Bagram without the letters in blame? Did Uncle Joe stick a drip in your veins? I can't hear her scream. If she's not on TV. I can hear him scream. If he's not on TV. To every Afghan ally that we left behind, every child who won't know freedom, faces covered in blind for this American promise, now shit in the fire. Hand, got blood on my hand. Just one American. What's happening? Good night, everybody. Bless you.